Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Ethan Gladwell here with Medicare Millennials. Today I wanted to discuss, I saw somebody on one of the group forums that I'm on that had mentioned that they had sat down with somebody to go over their Medicare plan. Naturally that person just pulls out the latest card that they got, or sometimes they even pull out cards that have been here 2 years old, and says, oh, this is what I've got, take a look, and okay, Mrs. Jones, that looks like that's a good plan, but there's something that's a little bit better that kind of fits your needs a little bit more than what you currently have. And so you go through and you pitch that product, and yes, they like it, they want to go for it. You go ahead and take the application, you submit it, and then boom, a couple of days later that carrier says declined because that person's already on that plan. Has anybody done that before? I know that I've ran into that several times, and it's pretty frustrating. Now, whether that client didn't get the new card, whether they didn't put their card in the wallet, whatever it may be, all it did was waste your time and the client's as well. So, a little tip that I use that I've been doing for about 6 to 8 months now, something that's really going to eliminate that. One thing, of course, you can do is call the carrier, double check which plan they're on, verify if they've used an SEP that you're going to use, and that can take a minute, but that can also take 10, 15, 20 minutes depending on how quickly you can get that carrier online. So what it is that I do, I'm sitting at the table with Mr. and Mrs. Jones. It's fairly simple. I just say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, have you guys ever created yourselves a profile on Medicare.gov? 99% of the time it's a no. They don't even use computers. Okay, well, while I'm here today, I want to show you a pretty neat trick. What we can do is we can create you a profile on Medicare.gov. It's going to show you everything. It's going to show you the plan you're currently on. It's going to show you the plans you've been on in the past. It's going to show you any other plans you wanted to look at. It's going to just show you multiple things here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to sit here together. We're going to create this. I'm going to leave you with the username and the login. That way, should you ever want to log into this in the future, take a look. Maybe you're confused. Maybe you don't know if you've met a deductible, whatever it may be, you're able to access that information in the future. Okay. Now, what it's going to do for me is it's going to allow me to see what plan that you're on, when the last time you switched, whether it was during AEP last year, OEP this year, or somebody used an SEP throughout the year. It's going to be able to show me, what plan that you're on and when was the last time you switched. That is going to help you, okay? Because you can sit there and see that they have company A here, and they've been on it since 8/1 of 2019. Well, that tells you at least up until the beginning of this month, they have not switched, okay? So that means they haven't used any SEP. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that they haven't switched in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've ran into that before where somebody goes, I talked to somebody, it's been several months ago, yada, yada, don't know anything about it, okay, and then it turns out that person actually called 2 weeks ago and switched them. So this doesn't eliminate 100% of the problems. What it does do is it helps you eliminate at a minimum 98% of the problems. That way you're not wasting anybody's time. So just a quick recap. Instead of pitching a great product to these people and submitting that application and finding out that they already have that, in turn resulting in wasting your time and theirs as well, while you're sitting there, take 3 minutes, create them a Medicare.gov profile with them sitting next to you with their permission, show them a couple of things inside it, show them the plans that they've had, double check, so you've had this plan before, and then we switched, yada yada, okay, great. Show them, and then of course when you're going to pitch that product, you can put the plan that they are on next to the plan that you're about to present or you currently are presenting, and they can see directly from Medicare.gov the differences and how the plan you're talking about is better for them, okay? And again, it's going to make sure that you don't get that denied from that carrier. So as always, guys, hope you guys find this helpful and useful. Please continue asking us questions. That's what inspires us and gives us ideas to talk about next time, and feel free to reach out at any time. We'll talk soon. Y'all take care.